Hello, Grim Reap Souls, Grim Reap Soul Dark 61, and I want the today is here. Well, yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. I I really hope that you guys had a pretty good time spending Christmas with your family, your friends, and everything. Yeah, my Christmas day was pretty good. I mean, I don't want to say that's pretty bad. Just pretty normal. Just a little normal. But I just, well, I've been waiting for the day to be Christmas since the start of November, since the start of December. Yeah, yeah, I really, yeah, cause what can I say? Yeah, Christmas is like everyone's favorite holiday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why Christmas is fun and like memorable. But yeah, it's well to celebrate. Well, for this occasion, I'm gonna read. Uh, here's a new Christmas story, which introducing Christmas wishes. It's wishes. This should be interesting. This is a scary story for the holiday season, written by Pete LeBrun. It's about a young boy who hates his mother and sister and wishes they would disappear. Well, that's not very nice. Shouldn't. Yeah, why would this boy hate his own mother and sister? What did they have done? What did they do to him? I mean, I'm pretty sure that they don't hate him. They just loved him. Yeah, it's just they just hates him for no reason. But yeah, I I don't have anything to say, but I've just what yeah, I don't have to say but to get let's get on with the story. And and also yeah, so yeah, if I really want yeah, and also if I really want to make my 100th scare story video, I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna have to hurry it up and make more scary stories at yeah before the end of 2024. Let's get on with the story. So this is Christmas wishes. Enjoy. You're you're doomed as night, Grim Reap Souls. All you could do is brace yourselves. My mom and my my mom and my sister were never very nice to me. My mom preferred my sister over me and spoiled her rotten. My mom usually spent all my dad's money getting her everything she wanted for Christmas, and she got me nothing. Well, I did get stuff from my relatives. It didn't make an it didn't make nor how they treated me. Being a spoiled, rotten 5-year old, my sister delighted in making fun of me, calling me every name in the book and telling me how my mother loved her and hated me. Okay, so I guess this is the opposite. Okay, this is just the opposite of what I thought of why this boy hates his mother and sister, not getting the same treatment from her mother. And also, FYI, I'm just like a little sick. Yeah, I've been coughing, coughing a lot, and having a runny nose and stuffy nose. Yeah, well, at least I took in my medicine. I've taken medicine. Yeah, that yeah. At least my mom bought medicine for me so that I could feel better. Okay. This Christmas, I didn't ask Santa for any presents. I asked him to grant my Christmas wish. I wanted a new mom and a new sister. we lived in Ohio, and our relatives all lived in Pennsylvania. So we left in early morning on Christmas Eve because of snow and holiday traveling, and in usually got there in the early eight night at night hours. However, at this time we left around noon, and my mom was yelling at my dad the whole time. She'd been threatening to leave him lately and take my sister with her. Looks like sounds like asking sounds like demanding for a divorce. It was getting dark and too late to be driving, so we got off the nearest exit and parked our car at a designated parking lot and walked through this Victorian style town, appropriately appropriately named Dickinstown, Pennsylvania. It was as if we'd fallen into the pages of a Christmas carol. Horse-drawn carriage and sleigh lined the streets. The houses were all built together like see what I mean. See what I mean, guys. I've just been a little sick. Yeah, coughing a lot since this morning. Like townhouses in London, and the people were all dressed in 1800s clothing. All the buildings had wreaths on them and candles lighting the windows. Some carolers were standing in the town square, singing Hark the Herald Angels Sing." It had an Victorian-style clock tower in Gazebo, an older-looking church, the kind with just one room, much like the older schoolhouses, was just finishing its service, and a silent night could be heard from inside. After my mom and sister kept complaining about my dad and I admiring the scenery, we pulled to fancy 19th century looking inn. I appropriately named the Old Victorian Inn. It had a stone gravel lot in keeping with the old style look of the town. A trio of street performers were using trombones to play God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. We entered the lobby around we entered the lobby through a wooden door, also with a wreath on it, and approached the owner and manager Pam. She and Dad had quite a nice conversation. She even left us to get a room at half price, it being Christmas at all and all. She introduced her seven. She introduced to her children, Jeremy, a 7-year-old like me, and Angela, the sweetest little girl ever. Dad, let me play with them while Mom and Sister went to our room. Dad and Pam continued their conversation, and Pam told her husband had passed earlier this year and she hadn't been able to get them much for Christmas, as running the inn was hard enough without him. They stopped, and Dad and I got a chance to admire the lobby with a Christmas tree in the corner. It in old style decorations and ornaments. A village that was a replica of Dickinstown in the windows, candles in the other window, and a chimney in the corner adjacent to the Christmas tree with garland stockings hanging from it and blaring fire with rocking chairs in front. Pam then motioned to the man playing the piano in the corner and asked if we had any request for him. We asked him to play Little Town of Bethlehem. Pam then offered to bring us hot chocolate, and we both said yes. Yeah, who wouldn't who wouldn't say no? Who wouldn't say no to hot chocolate? You guys better always say always say yes to hot chocolate. No, don't ever say no to hot chocolate. Always yes. Okay, onward. Dad complimented Pam on everything, and she explained that she owned the wagons and sleighs seen in town. And the wagons were for citizens, while the sleighs were for tourists, and the band outside worked for her, and she would have a carriage take home take them home in an hour, and that the wagons and sleighs took people to the special parking lot outside of this special part of town. Okay. Where we were parked, where we drove home, she offered to get us a sleigh ride the last of the night, and we accepted. I asked if her kids would come with us. She said sure. We got back, thanked Pam for everything, said good night to her and her children, and joined my mom and sister in our room. They were complaining about everything: no TV, pool, hot tub, etc. They had been harassing employees while Dad and I were talking with Pam and her kids. Then on the sleigh ride, we all went to bed as we had to get up early to leave and went to bed. Mom and my sister in one bed, Dad and I in the other. I awoke in the early morning hours to the sound of sleigh bells. At first, I thought this was one of Pam's sleighs, but remembered that she had went home. It wouldn't want her sleighs this late anyway, as we had rode the last one, as we had rode the last one. Besides, these came from above us. I thought I was imagining them. Then heard a thud on the roof, followed by what sounded like footprints, and another thud of what sounded like boots. It could be Santa. It could be Santa. It can't be Santa. I heard the boots walking off the roof, then fade. Then heard them coming up the wooden steps and stopped at the front door. Stopped at the front door. The door swung open, and a big man in a Santa suit walked in, complete with a beard. I closed my eyes, keeping one slightly open to see what the man was doing. She he grabbed my arm and she grabbed my mom and stuffed her in a sack, then walked over to my sister, who had been startled awake by the sound of his boots. In a deep Darth Vader type voice, she said, I mean, in a deep Darth Vader type voice, he said, "You, you've been naughty, you've been naughty," and picked her up, stuffing her into his sack with my mom, then turned and walked out of the room. My eyes now completely shut, listening to his boots till they faded. In the morning, my dad just assumed my mom and sister had left him, having called a cab to take them back home and get her stuff. Not believing my story about the man in the Santa suit, he told Pam, who consoled him. Then she gave him her number if he ever needed anything. Around New Year's, he called Pam and asked if they could meet, and told her he loved her, and after going through the divorce proceeding, started dating her, then asked her to marry him on Christmas Eve the next year, which of course was a year after they met. To celebrate, we had the wedding the next day. I didn't even ask Santa for anything else that year. He had already given me everything I wanted. Hmm. Well, there, there you have it. Well, looks like his wish came true. He did. Well, he did said he wanted a new mom and a sister, since his previous mother and sister never treated him the same way, like his mother mistreating him, his mistreating him, her husband, and his sister making fun of him. I mean, well, he got his wish come true. He now has a new mom. The next year, after last year, it's Christmas, after her after his dad met Pam, and also it's kind of fun. To be honest, it's kind of funny when it says in a deep, Darth Vader type voice. That's kind of funny. But alright, guys, so that was Christmas wishes. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I gotta say, to be honest, before 2024 is ended, I just want to say that I just want to like to share with you guys that 20 my that I've been, yeah, I still remember my good, yeah, I sorry for starting, but I just want to say that 2024 has been a really good year for me. Like at first off, I thought it would be like somewhere too a little too sophisticated, but as the months went by, it has been really great. I had a lot of good times, like during my freshman year, and since this summer, yeah, I still remember those good times in my summer of 2024. And sometimes I wish I could like really relive those good times that I had months ago. But yeah, yeah, and Christmas was pretty great for me. Um, like get to Yeah, Christmas was pretty good for me. Like, to be honest, I do have like I remember if I do have like hundreds of subscribers. I never thought I'd get this far. Never thought I would get that many subscribers. Thanks to y'all. Thanks to you all, Grim Reap Souls. But overall, this was really a nice Christmas scary story. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Until next time, I'll see you in the next story. Peace.